and welcome to what I am calling my Uni Crash Course. 7 days, 7 videos where I try and cover as many tips and tricks and advice as I can think of for people who are starting university. And the reason I am making this is because I was absolutely terrified about going to university. I was 100% sure that I was going to drop out after 2 weeks. But here I am, about to go into second year. You have every right to be scared, but if I can just try and help smooth the journey so that you're not actually planning to drop out like I was, that would be great. So today I'm going to start with what I was strangely most nervous about, which is the logistics of getting all of my stuff up to university. I don't know why this scared me the most, but it is the first hurdle that you're going to have to cross. So let's start with what to pack. Obviously, I can't sit here and list everything, there is far too much. So I have created a Google document of the list of things that I used to take all of my things up to uni. It's pretty much as comprehensive as you can get. It is everything that you could possibly think of and more. So take from it what you actually think you will want and need. In the document, I have given a list of bedding things that you will need. Now, if you're going into student accommodation, a lot of them often provide laundry packs, but they're also rather expensive. So I would recommend taking your own things if you've got them, or getting them cheaper from somewhere else if you can. Now, a couple of the things on that list you may think, oh, I don't need that, that's ridiculous, that's way too overboard, but seriously, I would recommend it. The first one of those is the first aid kit. In the first week, you're probably going to be running around doing all sorts of things, meeting lots of people, and probably getting quite ill. So if you already have a box of things like plasters, antiseptic cream, cold and flu remedy, when you get ill, because it is inevitable, I'm telling you, you will get ill. You don't have to worry about going out and trying to buy some medicine. You can just stay at home and you've already got it. And also, if anybody else gets ill, you will become their best friend. The other thing I would recommend, which may seem a little bit odd, is a small sewing kit. It's not quite as necessary as the first aid kit, but if you rip your favourite top, then that really sucks if it's your first week at university. So having just a needle and a thread with which you can just quickly fix it is great. Important documents are another thing that people can easily forget. There is a list in the Google link, things like passport, national insurance number, driving license, NHS card, EHIC card if you're going to be doing any travelling or anything, so the EHIC won't last very much longer. And a couple of bank statements is also really good. If you're going to be applying for jobs, these kind of documents, particularly the national insurance number, is absolutely essential for you to have. Of course, the other thing is university documents, things like the offer letter and confirmation of place. And also exam results may actually be a requirement for when you go to your university and enroll. The list below also includes kitchenware, which I would recommend having a look at whether or not you're going to be going into catered or self-catered halls, because often even catered halls don't cater over weekends and you have to cook for yourself. So just having some basic equipment can really help you out. Now, the best thing to do with kitchenware is to coordinate with your flatmates. Sharing can be really useful. For example, last year I lived with 8 international students, so obviously none of them had been able to bring any cookingware. So me and the other British guy basically provided all of the basics, and then they bought any of the extras. So if you can coordinate beforehand, that's great. Otherwise, I would recommend taking up what you already own and then buying anything else when you get there, according to what you want to share with your flatmates. The list in the document is very extensive. For example, pizza cutters, you won't necessarily need them, it's amazing what scissors can do. But I've put everything just so every base is covered. Obviously, the absolute essentials are things like a frying pan, a saucepan, and plates, and cutlery. Also, Tupperware can be your saving grace, so I'd really recommend just taking up a couple of ice cream tubs. If you are going up in your own car and you have the space, then I would really recommend taking just a couple of basic cupboard ingredients. If you just take up a packet of pasta and a jar of pasta sauce, then that is your first meal in accommodation sorted, and that's much cheaper and easier and stress-free. So of course, once you've packed all of this, you will have to get to university. Now obviously the ideal is having your own car with your parents or guardians or friends or whatever, but this isn't always possible. If it's not, see if you know anyone who is going up to the same area or down to the same area. I keep saying up because I'm from the south. However, if this really is impossible and you are going to have to be using public transport and you can only have what you can carry, then look at what you can get when you're up there. That could get quite costly, but I have 2 massive tricks for you. Number 1 is freecycle.org. This is not sponsorship, I actually love this website. This year I got a free bed and mattress from this website. It's absolutely incredible. Basically, it's this kind of greener earth idea of upcycling. So when somebody has something that they need to get rid of and they can't fit it in the house anymore, or they just don't want it, you put it on FreeCycle. The idea is normally that they give it away for free, you have to collect it. It's a little bit like Gumtree, but it's all for free. You can definitely get some basic kitchen stuff, and some bedding, and that can really save you a lot of money. Other trick is to use charity shops. People always think of charity shops as just having clothes in, but they often have a lot of crockery and duvet cases and pillowcases, that kind of thing. So if you're not able to bring up all the stuff that you have from home, there are plenty of ways to get things pretty cheaply when you are up at university. And that is everything I have to say about moving up to university. The 7th video of this little project is going to be a Q&A where I try and answer all of your questions and cover all the things that I might have missed in the videos. So if you have any questions or concerns about anything I've said in this video, comment below or tweet me with the hashtag Uni Crash Course. Please do use the hashtag because it will make it much easier for me to find. I will answer them at the end of the week. I will see you tomorrow.